If you cannot fight, you are not peaceful. You are harmless only when you have the capacity for violence and choose not to use it. Are you truly peaceful? This is an important lesson. When humanity met the aliens, they learned that, unlike any alien they had ever seen, the new species that spoke to the Galactic Federation were no different from many other species. They were social creatures flocking together and displaying the universal cooperative traits necessary for technological advancement. When the ambassadors and their entourage arrived, they formally introduced themselves as people from a home planet called Earth, which our interpreters seem to interpret as an unknown Earth that accompanies. Ambassadors were what we originally thought of as priests, carrying talismans, wearing fancy robes, speaking little, and following a strict hierarchy, like the monks of the ancient world, indicating that they were thoughtful and cautious people. The ambassador was often consulted by a high-ranking priest known as our chosen negotiator. At the center is Maya, an asteroid close enough to human territory that it's not too far for them and us, and we hope it can become a good, neutral trading post once common ground is found. Our biggest mistakes are assumptions. It was also far enough away from the gutters that they wouldn't be interested. Drains are an unusual species that evolved from apex predators. We considered it an impossible scenario until they invaded our territory for the first time. What predator could evolve to be social and cooperative enough to carry it forward? Some apex predators engage in elaborate courtship rituals between hunts that require intelligence and creativity, and family groups band together to ensure the best possible ancestry for those of us who are primarily survivors. Delenn asks a big question. When their vessel is discovered, our cooperation is essential to its survival. We will tell you as usual and are planning to reorganize in a safer situation in the future. Then the ambassador turned to the commander and said, "I thought this was your question." The commander behaved very alarmingly, and I think it was before we began to retreat. The human priest did what we initially thought was the escape motion of a shooting star. We wondered in horror as their boat headed for Dren. They were slaughtered. Delenn, like us, was completely unprepared for what happened next. The human ambassador did not travel with a priest. I swear he traveled with a warrior. I watched how the most peaceful and restrained being transformed from a monk into a destroyer in an instant, and in less than an hour I was in complete shock. Drawn is on the run, and the commander calmly hands the order back to the ambassador. "But we believe you are a peaceful species." I said I was worried that my diplomatic skills were suffering from the stress. The ambassador assured us, "We come with peace and seek trade, study, and learning. We bear no ill will against anyone who does us any harm. How can you claim to be harmless after doing this?" I pointed to the wreck, still visible from the vantage point. "If I may," the commander whispered, "we have declared from the beginning that we are a peaceful species. Maybe you misunderstood our words. We did not evolve from prey or apex predators. We come from the middle ground. We are both the prey and the hunter. You mistook us for harmless when, in reality, we can cause great harm. We simply choose to respond with peace. We now have a powerful new ally, a species willing to fight for peace."